You know, man. I'm running. Wild. Carvana. I'm running. There's some toe tapping there. Right, we're gonna go to the office. Hello, how are you? Welcome. Welcome in, everybody. How are y'all doing? Ask what's up. Welcome in. Where are you guys from? Welcome in. All right, so if you guys are new, I'm about to start doing a monologue. So here we go. This monologue is going to be titled The Avocado Incident. Covitu. Oh, hello, bro. I'm from Belarus? Is it Belarus? Belarus? Am I saying that right? That's pretty sick. Welcome, bro. Welcome from Belarus. Okay, so the avocado incident. You know, I used to trust avocados. I really did. We had a bond. I'd go to the store, give them a gentle squeeze, not too firm, not too soft. Find the one. It was like dating, but with more guacamole at stake. But yesterday, my avocado betrayed me. I waited 3 days for it to ripen. I gave it space. I didn't pressure it. I even put it next to a banana to help it along. I was supportive. And then, finally, it was ready. I cut it open, and it was brown. not just slightly overripe brown. I'm talking emotional breakdown and a fruit brown. So now I'm sitting there, toast ready, dreams crushed, questioning every decision I've ever made. Do I eat it? Do I throw it away? Do I frame it as a cautionary tale? Long story short, I had cereal for breakfast, and I no longer trust anything that doesn't have an expiration date printed on it. All right, that was the avocado incident. Uh, that one was okay. I liked it, kind of. I don't know. What is that? Right? I don't know. It's the avocado story. It is what it is. What else do we have? Um, it's story time. Actually, yeah. Here we go. This one's called Yoga Tried to Kill Me. So if this relates to anybody that does yoga and can relate to yoga killing them, this is for you guys. What's up, Gray? How you doing? Welcome in. Okay, so here we go. So I went to yoga once. People always say it's relaxing, it's peaceful, it's great for your mental health. Lies, all lies. First of all, the instructor looked like a forest elf who hasn't eaten a carb since 2003. She says, just listen to your body. I did, and you know what my body said? Get out of here before we both die. Then she starts with something called Downward Dog. Cute name, right? No, it's basically planking while trying to sniff your own ankles. I saw muscles I didn't know existed. I felt muscles I'm pretty sure didn't exist. I folded like a lawn chair. I made noises that concerned the woman next to me. I think I accidentally summoned a demon during Happy Baby. At one point, she said, now breathe into your hips. I don't even know what that means. My lungs are in my chest, Susan. By the end, everyone's lying on the floor like serene little croissants, and I'm in the back gasping like a fish out of water, contemplating if I should fake a phone call or just roll under the mat and disappear. So yeah, 10 out of 10 would not recommend unless you enjoy spiritual near-death experiences. That one's called Yoga Tried to Kill Me. I'm quite enjoying these at the moment, so I'll probably do a few more of these. Or a couple more. This one's called, My Fridge Hates Me. Okay. I need to talk about something very serious. There's a car approaching, and I have to go. My fridge hates me. I'll be right back.
Zone 1. Zone 1. Zone 1.
Oh, all right, my bad. I'm back. Where did I leave off at? Okay. So the title is "My Fridge Hates Me." Okay, I need to talk about something very serious. My fridge hates me. It started small, innocent stuff. It would beep if I left the door open too long. Fine, totally reasonable. Safety first. But then I started tracking what I put inside. And every time I added a pint of ice cream, it would blink, judgely. Like, really? Again? Last week, it emailed me a suggested shopping list based on my recent consumption habits. You know what it suggested? Kale, quinoa, and Greek yogurt. You know what I actually eat? Chicken nuggets shaped like dinosaurs and peanut butter straight from the jar at 2 a.m. And don't even get me started on the internal camera. I opened the app on my phone just to check if we had milk, and the first thing I saw, a little pop-up that said, your fridge seems unbalanced. Was that about the shelf? Or me personally? I'm telling you, the fridge is trying to shame me into becoming a better person. And honestly, it's working. I hid my cookies behind a bag of spinach just so I wouldn't see them. So if I disappear, you know, it wasn't me, it was the fridge. Probably teamed up with the air fryer. Those two are tight. How about how about we do something maybe a little bit different? Maybe I'll try to. Okay, guys, throw some ideas down in the chat for a story. I need some ideas. If you guys could put some ideas in the chat for some stories, some story ideas. Just, like some random stuff that I can make into a story. Any suggestions? Any suggestions? If not, I'll just come up with some of my own. Let's see. Aliens. Okay. Anything else? Aliens, pizza, aliens versus robots, animals. So aliens and animals. Okay. Are they doing anything specific? Are they like fighting, or are they like, or do you want me to come up with like the backstory or the story? So we got aliens, animals, and a knife. Do we want this to kind of be magical, mystical? Let's see. I think this is good though. I like these. Animals, aliens, and a knife. You can come up with the backstory. Okay, I'll come up with the backstory. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Just a second here. I think I got something. I like this. All right, I think I got it. Let's see. Okay, now I'll give you the what's that part? I'll give you like the synopsis or the summary, the back part. So basically, what we got here is aliens and animals, and the backstory that I kind of put with it was I said that they're fighting over a knife. This knife is a sacred knife that fulfills all, or not fulfills, but it unlocks all possibilities. So the title of this one is going to be The Sacred Knife of Infinite Possibility. All right, here we go. Wow, guys, this is yeah, go ahead and grab your popcorn and your snacks, because this one's gonna be good. All right, let's get started. The Sacred Knife of Infinite Possibility. In the forgotten galaxy of Yargon 7, beyond the space llamas of Lud, and just left of that weird gas cloud shaped like a grilled cheese, lies a planet called Shrimblock. It is here that the sacred knife of infinite possibility rests, buried in a glittering crater made entirely of cosmic glitter and old pizza boxes. Legend says that whoever wields this knife can unlock all possibilities: fame, fortune, interdimensional travel, the ability to perfectly reheat French fries in the microwave. Everything. Naturally, naturally, this attracted two major forces. The Gloopians, a race of ultra-intelligent aliens who communicate entirely through jazz hands and gelatinous squelching.
Zone 1.
They wear monocules, drink stardust. Sorry guys, I'll be right back to finish the story.
Zone 1. Zone 1.
All right, I'm back. Sorry, guys. I'm on crack today. I can't believe I'm watching the door. Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to go. But I'm back. Let's continue the story. Okay. I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to restart it since we got interrupted. Let's just start back from the top. So, the sacred knife of infinite possibility. All right. In the forgotten galaxy of Yargon 7, beyond the space llamas of Lud, and just left of that weird gas cloud shaped like a grilled cheese, lies a planet called Shrimlock. It is here that the sacred knife of infinite possibility rests, buried in a glittering crater made entirely of cosmic glitter in old pizza boxes. Legend says that whoever wields this knife can unlock all possibilities: fame, fortune, interdimensional travel, the ability to perfectly reheat French fries in the microwave. Everything. Naturally, this attracted two major forces. The Gloopians, a race of ultra-intelligent aliens who communicate entirely through jazz hands and gelatinous squelching. They wear monocles, I think that's how you say the word, drink Stardust lattes, and believe in complete order. The second major force, the League of Earthly Beasts, a secret society of hyper-evolved animals from Earth who left centuries ago because humans wouldn't stop dressing them in costumes for Instagram, led by a shaved cat named General Whiskers. They're armed, dangerous, and really into chaos. Glad you guys are liking it. Chapter 1, The Great Knife Heist. The knife had been resting peacefully in the crater of infinite chaos, guarded by a sentient bouncer rock named Craig, until one day, both factions arrived at once. General Whiskers descended into a giant bone-shaped spaceship, wearing a tiny leather eye patch and barking orders at a squad of cybernetic raccoons. Meanwhile, the Gloopians floated down in bubbles of green light, armed with logic grenades and attitude. Craig the Rock sighed loudly. Chapter 2, Negotiations. The immediately fail. Oh, excuse me. Negotiations that immediately fail. Whiskers. We want the knife to bring balance to the galaxy. And by balance, I mean unlimited naps and snacks for all sentient beings. Glorp. Gloopian Commander. That is illogical. The knife must be used to eliminate randomness, enforce bedtime, and mandate scheduled productivity periods. Whiskers, you sound like a Roomba with a superiority complex. Glorp, you look like you lost a fight with a lint roller. It escalated quickly. Chapter 3, Battle of the Barking Nebula. The battle was loud, ridiculous, and entirely unnecessary. The raccoons weaponized banana peels. The Gloopians retaliated with marshmallow drones. At one point, a parrot named Kevin hotwired a Gloopian hovercraft and flew it directly into a pile of beanbags, screaming, "Viva la bird!" before exploding in a puff of glitter. Meanwhile, Craig the Rock quietly rode away with a knife while everyone else was busy fighting over a karaoke machine someone thought was the actual artifact. Chapter 4, The Twist. Hours later, both sides realized the knife was missing. They found Craig at the local diner using the sacred knife of infinite possibility to butter toast. Why Why didn't you use the knife for ultimate power? Ultimate power is overrated. Have you ever had toast with just the right amount of butter? That's the real magic. Whiskers blinked, Glorp squelched in confusion, and in that moment, everyone agreed. Maybe the real infinite possibility was brunch. The end. Unless you want a sequel. Let's see. For the next story is going to be about a pig. Okay. So a pig, a diamond, and a gorilla, and a rabbit, and a knife, and a robot, and a Pikachu, plus a dog. That's a lot, but let's do it. So, we have you come up with the background, okay. Okay, so let's see. About a pig. A diamond. Gorilla. Rabbit. Knife. Robot. Pikachu. And a dog. Now I need to come up with the backstory. A plushie dog? A plushie. Pikachu plushie. Pikachu plushie? Is that what you meant? Dog plush. Okay, dog plush.
Hello. Please leave
Dog
a message after the
plush.
tone.
Pikachu, let me enter. Okay, let me think. Let me brainstorm for a second. A story about a pig, a diamond, a gorilla, rabbit, knife, robot, Pikachu, and a plushie dog. Okay. Let me see. Oh, pig. Oops. All right. I got it. I think I got it. All right, let's do it. This story is going to be called The Diamond of Dumb Luck. How many chapters do we have with this one? We got 5 chapters. How about that? Okay, let's begin. The Diamond of Dumb Luck. Chapter 1. The Diamond Appears. It all began in a tiny, muddy village called Snortsville, where a pig named Sir Oinks-a-Lot lived a peaceful life, eating truffles and judging ducks. One day, while digging for snacks, he unearthed a giant, sparkling diamond. It was absurdly huge. Like, replace a small car with it, and no one would notice huge. Sir Oinks-a-Lot gasped. I could buy a golden mud pit with this. Oh wait, I need to work on Sir Oinks-a-Lot's voice. What does his voice look like? Sir Oinks-a-Lot. I could it'll come to me later. I could buy a golden mud pit with this. But as legends go, this wasn't just any diamond. This was the diamond of dumb luck, a gem said to bring great fortune and greater chaos to whoever possessed it. Within minutes, everyone came for it. Chapter 2. Trouble Arrives. First came Gerald the gorilla, wearing sunglasses and riding a unicycle. He wanted the diamond to build the galaxy's largest banana smoothie empire. Then bounced in Ravi the rabbit, an ex-ninja turned motivational speaker who believed the diamond could unlock the full spiritual potential of snack time. Closely behind was B9000, a malfunctioning robot who wanted to use the diamond to upgrade its personality chip from passive-aggressive toaster to emotionally available sidekick. Things got weird fast when Pikachu showed up holding a sword. Not a thunderbolt, an actual kitchen knife. No one asked why. No one wanted to. Finally, toddling in at 2 miles per hour came a plushy dog named Muffin, powered only by love and AA batteries. Muffin didn't speak. Muffin just vibed. Chapter 3. The Great Diamond Standoff. Okay, Stitch and Glow. Bet. Got you. Chapter 3. The Great Diamond Standoff. In the middle of the village square, everyone stared each other down. Sir Oinks-a-Lot, "It's my diamond." Gerald the gorilla, "Sharing is caring, Bacon Boy." Ravi the rabbit, "Let's settle this with a haiku battle." B9000, "I challenge you all to a legally binding group therapy session." Pikachu, holding up the knife with anime intensity. Muffin falls over and squeaks adorably. Just as things were about to explode into a full-on cartoon war, the diamond began to glow. It floated into the air, spun dramatically, and then poof, transformed into a bowl of soup. Everyone froze. Chapter 4. The Twist. Because of the course, there is one. A mysterious voice echoed from the clouds. "Whoever seeks the diamond of dumb luck shall learn this. True treasure is soup." Silence. Sir Oinks-a-Lot, "I don't even like soup." Gerald, "I'm allergic to whatever that is." B9000 scanned the soup. Contains 92% sodium and 8% existential disappointment. Ravi, "Is this miso enlightenment?" Muffin somehow begins levitating. Then, without warning, the soup shot up into the sky like a rocket, taking Muffin, the plushy dog, with it. Now glowing like a tiny, furry deity, Pikachu, Pika. What the hell just happened? Chapter 5. Conclusion. Maybe. This is Pikachu's voice. What's Pikachu's voice? I forget my voices. They start to blend. The group sat together in silence, watching the sky sparkle where Muffin had ascended. Sir Oinks-a-Lot sighed. "Well, I guess I learned something today." Gerald nodded. "Yeah, never trust floating soup." Ravi pulled out a carrot and took a solemn bite. "Balance is restored." B9000 printed out a receipt for emotional damage. Pikachu put the knife down, finally. And far above, in the stars, Muffin whispered to the universe. Boop. The end. Or is this just the beginning of Soupverse? Next story, we have Stitch, a fish, a glove, a hat, a gun, a stick, a shirt, stick, a popsicle. Let's see what you can make out of this. So we have Stitch. Stitch, a fish, a glove, a hat, a gun, a shirt, a popsicle stick, oh, and a popsicle stick. And a popsicle stick. Okay, Stitch. This one's tricky. This one's tricky. It's a lot of stuff. Let's see. All right. I think this will work. Okay, so we got something that's kind of Pixar-ish meets like a fever dream, kind of. So let's see. All right, we got 5 chapters for this one. 5 short chapters. Okay. This one's going to be titled The Popsicle Stick Prophecy. Chapter 1, The Prophecy. Long ago, like Wednesday, in a drawer beneath a suspiciously talking couch, a tiny popsicle stick lay quietly. But this wasn't just any popsicle stick. This one had words scribbled on it in ketchup. He who wears the shirt shall wield the glove. He who finds the hat shall fire the gun. And only Stitch can save the fish. Most people ignored it. Stitch, however, did not. Chapter 2. Stitch gets a message. Stitch was relaxing in his hammock, made of old pizza boxes and ambition, when he was hit in the face by a flying shirt. On the tag, property of the chosen one. Stitch blinked. Weird. Seconds later, a fish named Spaghetti Carl flopped out of the sky and landed into Stitch's soup. Carl. The hat had it coming. Oh no. The hat is coming. Stitch. I need to stop leaving the window open. Chapter 3. The glove, the hat, and the gun. Guided by cryptic burps from Carl, Stitch set out on his journey. In a haunted laundromat, he discovered the glove of slightly above average power inside a dryer, gripping someone's sock hostage. At a taco stand, a raccoon in a monocle gifted him a magical hat that whispered compliments like, "You have nice ears," and "You walk with purpose." And in a mysterious vending machine that only accepted expired coupons, he found a gun, but instead of bullets, it shot tiny cupcakes in intense, awkward silence. Armed with fashion accessories and a fish in a fanny pack, Stitch was ready. Chapter 4. The villain appears. Enter the villain, Detective Gary, a sentient shirt who had grown bitter after being permanently stained with barbecue sauce. He now ruled the underbed realm. Feared and slightly wrinkled, Gary had stolen the ancient popsicle stick, intending to rewrite destiny using a typewriter made of jelly beans. Stitch confronted him in the final showdown. Gary, you'll never win. I am cotton polyester blend. Stitch, I have a glove that slaps like destiny. Carl the fish, and I'm super slippery when dry. Chapter 5. The final battle. It was glorious. It was glorious. Stitch, wearing the shirt of prophecy, slapped Gary with the glove while the hat sang karaoke. Carl the fish distracted Gary's minions with interpretive dance. The cupcake gun jammed, so Stitch threw it and yelled, "Emotional damage," which was oddly effective. Finally, Stitch grabbed the popsicle stick and read the final line. Also, remember to defrost your freezer. Magical lightning struck. Gary was folded and placed neatly in a donation bag. Balance was restored. Epilogue: Popsicles in peace. Stitch returned home. Carl opened a floating fish yoga studio. The glove got its own reality show. The hat married a boot. The shirt was promoted to legendary armor and displayed in a museum shaped like a microwave. And the popsicle stick, it whispered one last line before fading into sparkles. Destiny is weird, but so are you. Keep going. The end. That was it. W story. What do we got here? It's going to be about VR Legos, electricity coat, science paint, chalk, plastic metal, cotton tinfoil, necklace, copper coat dress. This is a lot you sure can handle. Yeah, I got that. No problemo. So we got VR Legos. VR Legos, electricity. Coat. Science. Electricity coat science paint. Chalk. Oh, paper. Electricity coat science paper. Electricity coat science. Electricity. Oops. And the door. Oh, let's see here. Okay, chalk. Plastic metal. Cotton. Tinfoil. Necklace. Oops, spelled necklace wrong. Copper coat. Copper coat dress. And a door. Okay, I think I got this. So we got VR Legos, electricity, coat, science, paint, chalk, plastic, metal, cotton, tinfoil, necklace, copper coat dress, and a door. And hockey. Thank you, man. Thanks for tuning in and sticking around and watching. I appreciate you. Okay, what do we got here? This looks interesting. Hmm. All right, let's get started. It's called Landon. Okay, for sure. Wait, I can probably click on your name. Let's see. Oh, that's sweet. Well, I'll definitely check you out, bro. Landon. Yeah, bro, I'll definitely give you a check out. Let's see what we have here. Okay, this is going to be called The Door Beyond Fabric, a fashionably chaotic quest. Chapter 1. The door opens. Oh, excuse me. Chapter 1. The door appears. In the middle of a deserted hockey rink, surrounded by nothing but melting ice, broken sticks, and a vending machine that only dispensed regret, a door appeared. It wasn't attached to a wall, just standing there alone, worn, splattered with science paint, and covered in arcane chalk symbols. It pulsed with low electric hums. I'll be right back.
Zone 1. Zone 1. Zone 1. Zone 1.
Be back in 2 minutes. Oh, all right, I'm back. Let's see, where did I miss? What did I miss? My first video is about, like, just talking and showing my Lego dress that I made, and also about car accident and a four-wheeler accident. That's the reason why one short. Okay. Dang, man. I hope you're recovering. Making a speedy recovery, man. It's pretty gnarly. And I don't really like to edit stuff, so everything you hear there is not like edited, so you know, so you would hear me stuttering a lot. Oh, that's alright, bro. Like, bro, just be you, man. None of that matters. Whether you stutter or don't stutter, who cares, bro? If you do stutter, who cares? That's you, bro. And people are gonna love you for you. They're gonna tune in and watch you because they like who you are and what you represent and all of that good stuff. I also do some Stitch voices in there. Really? Yeah, I do not know how Stitch... I forget what Stitch sounds like. And also, I'm going to show my drawings next video that I do. Should I do it today, tomorrow, or am I going to show my Legos in that video? That was weird. Also, I'm going to show my drawings next video that I do. Should I do it today or tomorrow? I say go ahead and do it today, man. Do it today. Or should I be singing next video? It wasn't that bad. It was just that I was locked in. Dude, I say you do whatever you feel like doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever you feel like doing, whatever's gonna keep you doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta make it, how do you say? You gotta make it comfortable for yourself, right? You gotta make it enjoyable. Like, this channel is primarily, I created this channel on the basis of gun stuff. So I do lots of gun content. That's what this channel was created upon. That's what it continues to kind of Well, I won't say that continues, but that's what it was created on. And that was the goal, was to create a gun content channel. And so yeah, I have, I love doing that kind of content. That kind of content brings me some, joy and happiness. Um, that's just the stuff I like to do. But with that said, man, it can get a little redundant, a little deja vu feeling sometimes when you're just constantly doing the same thing over and over again, which is why I like to hop on here and do these lives like this, because I treat these lives pretty much as like, it doesn't matter what we do. It's, anything goes on these lives, whether we are talking about gun stuff or not. We don't have to. It doesn't have to always be about gun stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like these dudes on here that's just always just trying to spew out, have these gun conversations all the time. I don't even, you know what I'm saying? I like to shoot guns. I don't really get into all of that other nitty gritty stuff too much. So I don't really have too much to say about guns other than I like shooting them. They're fun to shoot at competitions. Train this, that, and the third. And, you know, that gun's pretty cool and that one isn't. Other than that, that's pretty much where I stay at. And, but I like to use these lives as, just like an avenue for anything. We could sit up here. I could do these stories. I could do trivia on here. I could get to know you guys, just chat. We could watch other videos about other stuff. Let me see what this guy wants.
Zone 1.
My guy,
Hey,
what's
how you
up,
doing?
man?
I'm good. I got to try that. Can I pull it? No problem. Can I bring inside?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let me try.
All right. Go ahead.
So person is not come out the light.
Your chicken's light on?
I'll take it off.
It's off now?
Yeah.
All right.
Let me bring.
Zone 1.
We'll see about that, I guess.
Zone 1.
Oh, I do like guns. I just haven't seen a real gun like BB guns. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like the real guns. I like BB guns too. They're cool. I just haven't had a BB gun in so long. But yeah, I really.
Zone 1.
Let me see what this dude's doing.
Zone 1.
Do you have school? But I will try and get it today after I watch and keep on getting useful story things to run. You should write that thing, even more parts to it. Yeah, that would be sick. Not ready yet. Not ready. No. 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 Dang. It's a. Oh. Ooh-wee. All right, I'm back. Let me hook this phone up to the charger. You're the oldest between your three brothers. Well, that's cool. How is it being the eldest brother? You know, there's a lot of responsibility for older brothers. Older brothers are meant to mentor, guide, and, you know, encourage. More importantly, guide their younger siblings. There's a lot that comes with being the eldest. Not that fun. My second oldest brother, he likes to bother me a lot, and that makes me mad. And also I do not have a single sister. Well, that's cool. At least you got all brothers, man. I'm sure it's pretty chaotic up in your house. I'm pretty somebody is always screaming and yelling at the top of their lungs and running around like they don't have a care in the world. But that's fun, though. That's what's up. Oh, what was the... Okay, the popsicle stick prophecy? How far did I get? I finished that story, right? No, I didn't. Okay. Said, yeah, even though your mom wants a girl. Or tell her, too bad. She has 4 boys? 4 or 5 boys? Here we go. Next, this story is called The Door Beyond Fabric, a fashionably chaotic quest. The door appears in the middle of a deserted hockey rink, surrounded by nothing but melting ice, broken sticks, and a vending machine that always dispensed regret. A door appeared. It wasn't attached to a wall, just standing there, alone, worn, splattered with science paint, and covered in arcane chalk symbols. It pulsed with low, electric hums. Enter Zoe, a junior fashion engineer who had recently invented a cotton tinfoil blend dress that doubled as a Wi-Fi booster. She also wore a copper coat that absorbed sarcasm, a glitch in the programming, but useful. She approached the door, wearing her VR Lego headset, which let her build virtual outfits in real time. From the air came a voice. To pass through this door, one must master fashion, science, and hockey. Zoe blinked. Excuse me? Chapter 2. Assemble the outfit of destiny. Inside her backpack, she carried scraps, plastic metal threads, ultralight and magnetic, a necklace made of old USB drives, and sentimental regret, an electricity reactive coat that only worked during thunderstorms, a hockey puck signed by Professor Stickblade, a legend in both physics and face-offs. To open the door, she had to create the perfect fusion outfit, one that channeled physics, fashion, and aggressive skating energy. Wearing her VR Lego headset, Zoe began snapping together designs in midair, VR blocks floating and clicking as if reality itself was jealous. She painted the coat with science paint, a glowing unstable liquid that changed color based on how likely you were to explode. She added accents of chalk dust for flair, cotton lining for comfort, and layered on tinfoil armor for dramatic crunchiness. The necklace pulsed. The door clicked. Chapter 3. Enter the fashion rink. Inside the door was not a room, but a colossal hockey arena suspended in space, orbiting a planet shaped like a mannequin. The players? Not human, not alien, but sentient clothing. A suit of denim goalie pads blocked the net. A Tule skirted forward, pirouetted across the rink, wielding a hockey stick that doubled as a curling iron. Zoe stepped onto the ice. A robotic voice declared, "You must face the wardrobe guardians in fashion hockey." She tightened her copper coat. I was threaded for this. Chapter 4. The Game of Threads. The puck dropped, so he skated forward, sparks flying from her electricity coat, VR Lego blocks flying from her headset, auto-generating boost in gadgets. Her necklace lit up, shooting data burst into her skates. Her tinfoil shoulder pads squeaked with defiance. The sentient dress she faced spun and smacked the puck across the rink. Zoe dove, sprayed chalk in the air, and disappeared in a puff of confused math. The audience, mostly confused ghosts and one raccoon in a lab, went wild. Zoe scored the winning goal using a puck she built on the spot from VR Legos, plastic metal, and desperation. The arena shattered into pixels. Chapter 5. The Final Stitch. Back outside the door, the chalk symbols began to glow. The voice returned. You have proven yourself, scientist, artist, athlete. Your reward, full control of the wardrobe multiverse. Zoe nodded, placing her hand on the necklace. The door opened again. Inside, infinite worlds, infinite outfits, infinite weird quest. And at the center of it all, a mannequin whispered, "Next up, crochet combat." The end. And that is it. Not ladies, it's Lego. Sorry, it autocorrected. Oh. Let me see what I missed. Did I miss? Four, including you. Hey, that's what's up. That's a healthy. That's a lot of action going on. Never a dull moment in that household, I assure. For the next story, car light bulb, light switch bars, baseball bat, Catfire, Dragonite, Simba, Carnage, Bulbasaur, Star Wars, Charizard. Let's see what you can make out of this. Also, name some of the Legos that just gave you for the story. Next story. No. Oh, okay, I see. So name some of the Legos that I was given for the story. Okay, so a car light bulb. Oh, a car. A car, a light bulb. Oh, I meant to say I gave you some of the names from the Legos they built in the names of the Legos that built Carnage, Bulbasaur, Dragonite, and Simba. Oh, okay. So those are the names for the Legos. Light bulb. A light switch. A cat. Bulbasaur. And Charizard. Sure, I spelled that right. It's missing some of its teeth. I couldn't fit it all. Oh. Oh. Um. Okay, I think I got it all. I think I got it all now. Let's go. Okay. All right, looks like it did this. So we'll just see what this is all about. Heck yeah. I do love hearing that you're reading stories that are made up that I'm just giving you randomly. I'm naming some of the stuff that I gave you from my room. Oh, that's pretty cool, man. I love that. Yeah, I love that. Whatever inspiration or whatever you can grab from, do it. That is awesome. You know, if you can pull things that, you know, that really resonate and reflect you, even better. That's what's up. Okay, so here we go. We got we got the part 2 of the story here. The Wardrobe Multiverse. This is a continuation of the first story I just read, which was titled The Door Beyond Fabric, a fashionably chaotic quest. So this is a sequel, and it's titled The Wardrobe Multiverse, Fast Threads and Flaming Cats. All right. Chapter 6, The Cat, the Car, and the Light Bulb. Zoe had barely stepped through the portal before a light bulb fell through the sky and shattered dramatically at her feet. A nearby light switch flipped itself on. A glowing arrow appeared in midair, pointing to a burning cat sprinting across the floor. Zoe blinked. Should I be worried about that? The flaming feline skidded to a stop, meowed once, and burst into sparkles. From the smoke emerged Professor Singe, the multiverse's only fireproof feline and part-time quantum DJ. Professor Singe, the car is coming, the Legos are rising, and you're late for the assembly. Then a flying duct tape, neon glowing convertible stitched together with chrome, cotton, and old science fair projects, crashed through the sky and landed beside Zoe. The driver, a Lego minifigure, wearing sunglasses and a cape. His name tag read, Dragonite. The assembly of Legos. Inside the car, Zoe was handed her upgraded VR Lego headset, now voice activated, sarcasm compatible, and powered by 3 emotional breakdowns and a slice of cheesecake. Dragonite turned and said, I don't know. What's Dragonite's voice? I have no clue. Anyways, Dragonite turned and said, "We're heading to the assembly, where the others are waiting." I should do a country voice. Yeah, that'd be nice. I feel like that was the other guy's voice. Was that Professor Sins? Oh, no, he's more Boston. Okay, Dragonite. I got his voice. Perfect. Where am I? Dragonite turned and said, We're heading to the assembly. The others are waiting." In a blinding flash, the car soared into the sky and landed on a floating Lego fortress built from pure imagination and unstable design choices. There she met Simba, king of the jungle blocks, voiced by 3 lions in a trench coat. Carnage, a Lego villain constantly trying to glue people. Bulbasaur, a chill, plant-loving medic who wore a lab coat made of moss. Star Wars, not a person, but an actual Lego planet named like a Death Star, with lightsabers sticking out of every side. Charizard, a hot-headed battle commander who kept accidentally melting other Legos with his flame breath. He and Professor Singe had a complicated history. Chapter 8, The Mission. Zoe stood before the assembly. The flaming cat nodded solemnly. Professor Singe. An ancient... I don't know how to do that about that. An ancient thread is unraveling. The fabric of passion, science, hockey, and Lego logic is tearing. Star Wars planet? There is a disturbance in the drip. Charizard. If we don't fix it, every outfit in the multiverse will be Crocs. Only Crocs. A hush fell. Zoe adjusted her tinfoil shoulder pads and whispered, "Not on my watch." Carnage smirked. "You'll need this." He handed her a glowing light switch labeled "Do Not Flip." Zoe, of course, flipped it immediately. A flashlight. The ground shook, and behind her, 6 robotic mannequins arose, built from Lego, stitched with fabric, and glowing like disco balls of destiny. Zoe grinned. Let's thread the needle. Chapter 9. Final Fit. Fashion Fury Highway. The team piled into the car, now upgraded with tinfoil spoilers and cotton-lined thrusters. They blasted across the fashion-first highway, chased by polyester pirates, dodging rogue zippers, and battling denim beasts with sequin eyes. Each Lego warrior used their powers. Dragonite summoned air support made of brick-shaped clouds. Simba roared commands to a squad of jungle-printed shirts. Bulbasaur healed the wounded with moss smoothies. Carnage went feral with glue sticks. Charizard incinerated entire sock armies. Zoe, in her electrified copper coat and chalk-like combat dress, wielded a fashion saber powered by her VR Lego headset in one very dramatic violin solo. Professor Singe, of course, DJ'd the whole thing from the trunk. Chapter 10. Threaded Destiny. They reached the source of unraveling, a giant zipper in space, threatening to unzip reality itself. Zoe knew what she had to do. She tossed the light switch into the cone, flipped her VR Lego headset into final form, and shouted the sacred phrase, "Style is temporary, drip is eternal." The zipper froze, sewed itself shut, and from the explosion of light and lint, the multiverse was saved. For now. Epilogue. New threads. Back at the hockey arena, now redesigned as a runway/arena hybrid, Zoe was crowned High Seamstress of the Realms. Charizard burned a heart into the clouds. Carnage glued himself to a trophy. The flaming cat meowed and beatboxed. Zoe looked to the sky, smiled, and whispered, "I wonder what crochet combat is like." The end. But that's not the end, because we have part 3 to the story, which is titled Fashion Rift Rise of the Brick Warriors. Also featuring a flaming cat and a very disappointed spaceship. Chapter 11. The Flicker Before the Fall. It started with a light bulb, not a grand, glowing one. No, this bulb was hanging from a string in the middle of a cosmic garage, blinking like it had beef with the laws of electricity. Below it stood Zoe, still dressed in her tech-enhanced fashion armor, now patched together with hoodie fabric, chrome zippers, and sole of a rejected thrift store mannequin. On a rusty workbench sat her VR Lego headset, flickering with static. Low thread count, it kept warning. Zoe was trying to ignore the burning cat running in circles around her boots. "Professor Singe, are you still on fire?" The cat meowed in Morse code. "That's not my problem. The problem is the Star Wars ship just exploded." Chapter 12. The Fallen Falcon. Out in orbit, the Millennium Brick, an off-brand Lego Star Wars ship built from outdated instructions, was drifting. Half of it was missing, the other half was sulking. Inside the cockpit, Carnage, the Lego with anger issues and access to glue, was duct taping wires back together with a menacing look. Carnage, "It's not broken, it's just emotionally unavailable." Beside him, Bulbasaur was sipping a kale smoothie and petting a sentient plant in a seatbelt. Bulbasaur, "Dude, the back half is gone. We lost the bathrooms, the spice rack, and the karaoke machine. We'll rebuild it better with spikes." Back on the ground, Zoe flipped the light switch in the garage. Nothing happened. She flipped it again. Suddenly, her VR Lego headset rebooted. The hologram blinked to life, displaying a blinking red message. Emergency! Thread event detected. All named Legos required. Zoe whispered, "Oh no, not a full break event." Chapter 13. The team reassembles. Charizard, battle-scarred and proud, arrived first, riding on a common made entirely of melted boot soles. Simba came in roaring, carried by a stampede of cargo pants. Dragonite airdropped from orbit, piloting a hoverboard shaped like a Pokeball, wearing sunglasses. Everyone assembled around Zoe. Now inside the flying car, she rebuilt from cotton armor, sequin turbos, and the charred remains of a waffle iron. She looked at them all and said, "We need to fix the Millennium Brick, stop the fashion rift, and maybe also extinguish the cat." Professor Singe, still on fire, waved politely. Chapter 14. Welcome to the Rift Zone. The crew soared through the Fashionverse rift, a swirling tunnel of fabric patterns, outdated trends, and haunted denim. They reached the heart of the problem, a giant floating sewing machine possessed by an AI named Gran E, who had gone rogue after being told shoulder pads were out. Granny cackled through a speaker. "The era of high waist and low expectations is over. I will knit a new world order." Zoe leaned forward in the car's cockpit and muttered, "Not while I'm wearing this." Chapter 15. Battle at the Broken Ship. As Gran E launched giant sewing needles like missiles, the crew fought back. Charizard breathed Lego fire, reshaping missiles into lawn chairs. Simba summoned the power of musical montages. Bulbasaur grew vines to tie Gran E's yawn cannons. Dragonite reprogrammed the car mid-flight using only his tail and 3 pieces of bubblegum. Carnage finally used glue for good by fixing the Millennium Brick mid-battle. Meanwhile, Zoe launched herself from the car, flipping through the air, VR Lego headset glowing, and landed on Granny's control panel. She flipped the same light switch she brought from the garage. Granny froze. "Wait, is that vintage?" Zoe smiled. "Limited edition, baby." With one press of the glowing light bulb, Granny's systems reset into wholesome grandma mode. Epilogue, Chapter 16. Sewn back together. The Fashionverse stabilized. The Millennium Brick, now rebuilt and upgraded with fuzzy dice and extra legroom, hovered proudly in orbit. Professor Singe finally stopped being on fire, but kept the nickname. Zoe sat on the roof of her flying car, VR Lego headset resting beside her, watching the stars. Simba curled up next to her. "You did it." Zoe nodded. "Yeah, but something tells me the zipper dimension won't stay closed forever." Carnage glued 2 stars together for no reason. Carnage sneezed and lit the antenna on fire. Everything was back to normal. The end. That was a total of 16 chapters, my friend. 16 chapters. was that? Yeah, that was a lot. That was almost a complete book right there, man. Like that was getting so good. I was like, what else is gonna happen? I was like low key excited that there was more. I was like, let's go. It keeps going. That's perfect. Let's see. I think we started out. The first book was called The Door Beyond Fabric, a fashionably chaotic quest. After that, we read The Wardrobe Multiverse, Fast Threads and Flaming Cats. And then lastly, we had The Fashion Riff, Rise of the Brick Warriors. So man, I feel like we went through a whole movie. Like we went through a whole freaking like shebang bang. But I did not expect to have shelters, but it was very good. Shelters. Oh, the shelters chapter. That shelters chapter. The shelters chapter? Which one? The one... Was that the third book? Battle of the Broken Ship? Oh, just chapter. Oh, but I didn't expect to have chapters, but it was very good. Oh, yeah. Yeah, me neither. I thought it was just going to be like a story, but it has chapters. And, yeah. It has a whole freaking backstory to it. We've got a pretty decent little story here that's honestly pretty unique. It's awesome. And guess what? It's a story unlike none other. Because it's a story that you created, Landon. This is your story. It's your personal story. And I appreciate that. They're awesome. I think I will be taking a break here now, guys. I had such a great time with you all here today. Had such a freaking blast reading these stories and just kind of getting lost in time for a little while. Not even in time, but just getting lost in the world of narrative, into the world of the written, into the world of the imaginative, and that's awesome.
Zone 1.
Appreciate you guys. I will catch y'all tomorrow. Let's continue this, and let's do this again tomorrow. Take care, guys.
Zone